morning, PotCoins. Today is Sunday, 9 November 2014. We are currently on block 490147 of the Pot chain. Here's what's been going on this week. There's been a fair amount of negativity floating around the PotCoin community lately. A lot of it started during the cannabis coin pump. Mostly people complaining about the price of PotCoin in comparison to cannabis coin. But now that cannabis coin has had its dump, there are other reasons to be negative. A big one recently is over the Andy Milonakis campaign on PotFunder. A lot of people on the PotCoin subreddit are unhappy with the results. For one thing, there are no results yet. These things take time, but what are we waiting on? Apparently we're waiting on two 15-second videos. Are they going to be any good? I hope so, but even if they are, is that worth the 420,000 PotCoins? It might be. Andy does have a lot of followers, but it probably won't be. It's my opinion that Andy setting up giveaways would be more productive, or demonstrating how easy it is to spend them and showing off cool stuff bought with PotCoins, like one of the amazing bongs at Smoke Cartel. Other concerns are over the future of PotCoin, like the 1% mining fee for charity. I have a big problem with this one. First off, it can't be called a mining fee if it doesn't go to the miners. Call it what it is, a tax. I might be less opposed to this if they just admit that it is a tax. There is potential for the charity tax to actually do some good, but that's not going to happen without complete honesty and transparency. And one more thing. There is now a roadmap to the future on Pastebin. Some have complained that it looks amateur and there are no dates or anything. I think this is a valid complaint, but there are goals listed, and while they might not be detailed, they are out there. Give these guys some time to work on it before accusing them of failure. Most of the negativity seems to come from a narrow perspective. If you can't see farther back than yesterday and can't look past tomorrow, the current state of PotCoin doesn't look good. But looking back since the beginning, a lot of progress has been made. And looking to the future, there is potential for much more progress to come. And also the possibility of failure. My final point is PotCoin has not succeeded yet, but that doesn't mean that it won't. And it also hasn't failed yet, but that doesn't mean that it won't. Success or failure won't come from the developers. It'll come from the community. We are more responsible for the success of the coin than the devs. Three major victories this week as Alaska, Oregon, and Washington, D.C. legalize recreational use, and one loss for Florida on the medical side. Florida voters submitted their ballots with 57% in favor of and 43% opposed. That sounded like a majority to me, but that turns out not to be the case. The state is claiming that the measure would need to amend the state constitution and require 60% of voters in favor of for amending it. But they will be trying again in 2016, along with California, Massachusetts, Maine, Nevada, and Arizona for recreational use. A new kind of smoke detector. It looks kind of like a regular smoke detector, but this evil little device will not help save your life. It won't alert you if there's a fire. Instead, it silently alerts hotel and rental property owners that someone is smoking pot for the purposes of screwing over pot smokers by losing security deposits or paying a fee or fine in a hotel room. They are even looking forward to installing them in college dorms and having the signal linked to police. The AirGuard units will be available in two different versions, a Wi-Fi capable outlet plug-in version and a smaller handheld model. Fresh Air Sensor Corporation, the manufacturer, claims the units will be available in the spring of next year. They also claim that it's tamper-proof and that no amount of stoner ingenuity can foil it. I would be willing to put that to the test. My guess is that some saran wrap and duct tape would do the trick, or maybe just unplugging it. If either of those don't work, I know a hammer sure will. This past week in Thailand, a major mining operation goes up in smoke. Literally, a warehouse containing an estimated 3.6 million worth of uninsured mining hardware caught fire and burnt to the ground, lowering Bitcoin's net hash rate by about 7 petahash. For the first time, the difficulty may go down at the next retargeting block. The cause has not yet been established, with the most likely scenario being faulty wiring. There are rumors of arson, however, no evidence has yet been presented to support that claim. Silk Road 2.0 shut down. The FBI is at it again, making the world a more dangerous place. They've shut down a few more darknet drug markets that were safely supplying consumers with mind-altering substances. Last year's shutdown of the original Silk Road caused a huge increase in violent drug-related crime and a decrease in the quality and purity of drugs. Since then, more marketplaces have sprung up to take its place. After a few months, violent crime was decreasing and drug quality was increasing. Now, with the shutdown of Silk Road 2.0 and a few others, the cycle starts over again. Whoever starts up Silk Road 3, they should probably get out of the game before mid-October of next year, since that seems to be the bust cycle. That's it for this edition of Mad PotCoins. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.